Hi, Gregg, Jarrett. You're in the strategy room. Well, tonight is the first Democratic presidential debate, and while candidates have been fairly cordial in comparison to their GOP rivals, voters can expect the Democratic White House hopefuls to maybe come out swinging, especially at the frontrunner Hillary Clinton. Here now with reaction are political strategist David Mercer, Brad Blakeman. Gentlemen, good to see you both. David, let me start with you. When you're the frontrunner, don't you have a big target on your back here? So is this perhaps more of an opportunity for Clinton to stumble under fire instead of shine?
Well, I think it will be an opportunity for her to shine. It's a national debate forum reaching millions of viewers and participants at the debate. But that said, I do agree with you that a frontrunner typically has a target on their back, but nonetheless, and there may be a price with that, but then at the same time there may be great value in that, in addressing whatever may be coming her way, her doing that effectively, as we've seen in dozens of debates before that she's been in, that it ends up being a plus, it ends up being an advantage, and wards off any attacks that might otherwise have hit.
Speaking of attacks, Brad, can we expect Sanders and O'Malley and Webb and, maybe even Lincoln Chafee really go after Hillary Clinton, accusing her, as O'Malley has already suggested, of wetting her finger and seeing how the political wind is blowing? She looks at polls, for example, he suggested, to flip-flop completely on the trade pact.
Well, there's a whole host of flip-flops. There's gay marriage, there's gun control, there's XL pipeline. So, I mean, it's going to be, a buffet of flip-flops. The question is, who is likely to attack? And those likely to attack are the people who are down in the polls. Chafee, Webb, O'Malley, they must attack in order to break through. And I think Bernie Sanders is going to be the nice old guy who is going to resist the temptation to attack and take the high road and let the others do his dirty work. But there must be attacks in order for there to be a real debate. And if Hillary skates through this, then it's a ho-hum. She certainly isn't Trump, that's for sure.
Is this an opportunity, David, for Sanders, you see him there in the middle of your screen, to really showcase and elevate his socialist ideas?
Well, I'll leave the socialist part out, but
he is. He's an avowed socialist.
Yeah. I'll leave that to him, and I think that he does, again, have the kind of audience that candidates only dream of to expand their appeal. The question for Sanders is whether his ideas or those policy initiatives that he's put forth will broaden his base that seems to be typically the white male middle class, which is fine, but it doesn't go beyond that. And this is a long haul. It goes beyond Iowa, New Hampshire to Nevada and South Carolina, and on and on. So I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see what he comes forth with that would appeal to a larger base than what he currently has.
Brad, you saw that latest CDS poll. 61% of respondents said they think Hillary Clinton is dishonest and untrustworthy. Likely it has a lot to do with that personal server of hers and the FBI investigation going on right now. Will that come up in the debate? Moderators surely will pose questions.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a question of if they're going to let her skate or if they're going to hold her feet to the fire and make her be responsive. She'll try and blow them off. I believe in her opening statement she's going to be the Hillary that we've never seen before. Little righteous indignation and try and reinvent herself. The trouble is we've seen her for the last 30 years. We know who Hillary Clinton is, and that is reflected in the polls of likability and trust. She's in the tank because we know who the Clintons are.
David, on the subject of likability, you've heard the criticism out there that she's just not kind of warm and fuzzy. Is this